22-year-old Ariel Curry and 19-year-old Tyrone Williams charged with felony murder. Both of them had something to say on their way to Metro.
So you weren't involved at all? You weren't in that car?
I was.
You were in the car? So who shot her? Who shot Cailee?
I don't know.
You don't know? Your eyes were closed?
Did
you
you
didn't
know?
see who shot? You didn't see
Did you know the
who shot a
family?
gun?
No.
Do you have anything to say to the family of that little girl?
To her mother? To her
I
siblings?
I didn't do anything, so I don't have anything.
Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on peeachyteatyme. Peeachyteatyme. Tune in on peeachyteatyme. Peeachyteatyme. Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on peeachyteatyme. Peeachyteatyme. Tune in on peeachyteatyme. Come join us on peeachyteatyme. Peeachyteatyme. Join us on peeachyteatyme. Peeachyteatyme. Yeah.
But guess what? This is Peachy Tea Time. On Peachy Tea Time, we cover the Black community. I don't give a damn what they do. If it interests me, I'm showing y'all. I'm showing y'all flat out.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, hey, y'all! It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. What is goody in your city? Y'all know I'm still sharing. Please, now is the time for y'all to start sharing. We have a show. I have a show for y'all tonight. Y'all like my head? Y'all like my pink hat? Yeah, you know how to switch it up. Y'all know how to do it. I'll switch it up in a minute, in a heartbeat, baby. You already know. So we are going to go ahead and just jump right on in, y'all. Thank y'all for showing up tonight, baby. Thank y'all so much for showing up. It's Peachy Tea Time. It is Peachy Tea Time. Welcome. I appreciate it. I feel like I'm still echoing. Okay, that's better. That's a whole lot better. Now is the time to start sharing. Please go share this video right now. Go share now. You don't want your friends to miss this, okay? You don't want your friends and family to miss tonight's show. So let's go ahead and get started. At the end of the show, I give y'all some of the what do I want to call them? I don't know. But announcements. I give y'all the announcements at the end of the show. We're going to go ahead and get this show popping. All right. Here we go. Scammer. It's some scammers. Y'all better watch y'all card. That's all I got to say. Watch y'all card when y'all go to these food restaurants. All that. Watch it. Here we go.
Employee booked into Metro accused of using customers' credit cards, and Mobile police say there might be more victims.
You remember just last month, investigators say a Wendy's fast food worker racked up charges on several customer credit cards. Well, tonight, a Burger King employee suspected of doing the exact same thing.
Ariel Mallory live in the studio with the information on this. Ariel, it's a disturbing trend.
Yeah, it really is, Lennox and Byron, because a lot of people use credit or debit cards to buy fast food, and most don't think anything about it. Well, tonight, after the arrest of a second fast food employee, police are telling people to keep a close eye on their hard-earned money. Tonight, 2 fast food employees accused of using customer credit cards to buy for themselves. Mobile police arresting 20-year-old Denise Williams last week, accused of stealing a customer's credit card. According to MPD, Williams worked at this Burger King on Government Boulevard near Azalea. A customer told police they noticed a strange purchase on their card after eating there last week. Police say Williams kept the customer's credit card during their meal and made multiple purchases. This may sound familiar. Mobile police say just last month, the same thing was happening. MPD also arresting Latoya Whitfield, who worked at the Pilot Travel Center Wendy's in Theodore. Tonight, we've learned Whitfield allegedly stole several customers' credit card information using a Square business account. Whitfield faces up to 8 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card. Now, Denise Williams is charged with theft of property. Police say if you've dined at that Burger King recently, you should check your transactions. Live tonight in the studio, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
Even if you didn't dine out there, but you dined out somewhere, and it's not just in our community, but in our community, please check your cards. It happens. Trust me, it happens. So make sure you check your cards when you go out to eat. If you can get cash before you go and spend on your cash. Use your cash to spend. Because these credit cards is getting out of hand. Debit cards, credit cards, they taking everything. They even taking your Cashapp card, allegedly. Everything is allegedly, and also explicit language. Right here on Peach Tea Time. I hope y'all watching on Roku TV just as well, baby. We on Roku TV live. But it's a reason why these people is doing this. They know it's a possibility they could get caught, and they're taking that risk. They need more jobs out here for us. They have jobs out here, but are they for us? That's the thing. We deserve to get paid good money just as well. So we need some jobs for us. And I'm going to say that to the end. We need some jobs, y'all, for us. We got to make sure we add for us on there. We got to make sure we add for us. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next clip. This is a story of a mother of 5. Hey, Randy. Hey, Hassana. Thank y'all for joining. This is the story of a mother of 5. And she was murdered. And she left 5 babies behind for grandma to raise. Here we go.
Brady Talbert. Tonight we're talking to the sister of a Selma mother of 5 who was recently shot and killed. Her family is now trying to financially support those children, but they need help. WSFA 12 News reporter Julia Avent has that story tonight out of Dallas County.
Jasmine Callens was a scholar, basketball player, and mother. She had 5 children ranging from 5 to 14 years old.
She was a very good mother, and mostly of all, her kids loved her.
D'Amber Smiley is now mourning the loss of her sister. Callens was murdered on November 12th. According to Selma police, the 32-year-old was shot in front of her children by 33-year-old Tremaine Walter. It's a day her family won't forget.
It was the saddest moment of my life. And, to hear kids, they just want their mom, and to know that she won't be coming back.
Now, Callens' children are in the care of their grandmother. To help during this major life adjustment, Smiley has started a GoFundMe to raise money for the kids. We're told the money will be used to buy clothing and the many expenses that come with raising children.
I want my mom to get all the help that she can get, because leaving behind 5 kids, that's a really job.
A family trying to make it work admit an unexpected loss.
That was so sad, y'all. This young lady was gunned down by a man I'm assuming, everything is allegedly on here. I'm assuming that it was her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, or who knows. But we always gonna assume that until they bring it out to the forefront. But she was shot in front of her kids. Her kids saw this. So it's like, how low down can you get as a man to sit there and kill this woman in front of her 5 kids? Now, I don't know if all 5 was there, but they said the kids was there. That's all they said. So we're just assuming all 5 was there. Now, what this man could have done differently, walked away. Walked away. That's the only thing I could think of. Walked away, because we don't know how she was in the moment, in the heat of the moment. So I'm going to say he could have walked away. Go get a retry shot, sir. Go get a retry. Come back when both of y'all done calm down. Y'all able to sit with each other, talk with each other, without all the screaming, the yelling, one trying to get one above the other. Because y'all know that happens a lot when you're in the midst of arguing with somebody, your man, your girl, and you always try to one up the other, which don't do nothing but make things even worse. So, and when I'm not saying that was the case here, but it's a possibility that is what could have happened. And now this woman done left 5 kids behind for grandma to raise. So we're gonna get into this next clip with it. Clip 2, mother of 5. Here we go.
Searching for an armed and dangerous suspect wanted in the city's 19th murder of the year. Reporter George McDonald has more from the West Alabama newsroom.
Selma Police Chief Kenta Fulford says investigators have identified a suspect in the Queen City's latest homicide.
We've discovered Mr. Tremaine Walter as a suspect, and we are looking for him at this time.
Walter is accused in the shooting death of 32-year-old Jasmine Callens. The mother of 5 was shot on the 1500 block of Tremont Street on September 12th. Her children range in age from 14 to 5 years old.
The young lady was shot in front of the children. We believe that she was shot inside of a vehicle and taken to the Vaughan Hospital. When officers arrived at the hospital, they discovered that the young lady had succumbed to her injuries from the gunshot wound.
Fulford says Walter is wanted on 2 counts of capital murder. He says Walter has a violent criminal history and is considered to be armed and dangerous. He says U.S. Marshals have been called in to help track Walter down, but he also wants the public to be on the lookout.
If anyone have any information of his whereabouts, please contact the Selma Police Department.
The number to call is 334-874-2125, or you can simply call 911. From the West Alabama newsroom, George McDonald, Action 8 News.
All right now. So this was another sad occasion just as well. We still on the same story. Again, this man is still out there. I have looked everywhere to see if this man has been caught, and this man has not been caught as of yet that I've seen. Okay? So that's the other sad case about this, that this man has done this. And this happened back in November, the beginning of November. So hold on, you guys. We're going to go ahead and move on into a commercial, baby. Let's go ahead and move on to a commercial. And then after this commercial break, we will be coming right back. And we will be talking, y'all. We will be talking about drive-bys. Drive-bys. A drive-by that has killed a 9-year-old little girl by the name of Cailee Knight. It's very, very disturbing, but y'all stick around for the support. Here we go.
I need help from anybody out there that may be watching this to help bring Kiara home. Her family and friends miss her.
baby. And he always answers for me.
But what about those who can't do that? What about those parents?
The questioning from the attorneys and the testimony from the detective.
Because over here at peeachyteatyme, we're about bringing awareness.
So much stuff and bad things that I know God ain't gonna give me.
Locked up, and I was trying to see if y'all have her, and the sheriff answered the phone. One of the deputies.
If you've not seen it, been around it, dealt with it, you know, I mean, they have
great times.
And I feel like that was my biggest downfall is my heart.
Really want to do this show, so I'm trying to stay as strong as I can.
You already know we do it every episode. You gotta listen to my babies. Here they go.
Peeachyteatyme.
Thank you! And it was a heart-wrenching day in Mobile as the community gathered to honor Cailee Knight. A vigil was held in her name at Aaron Park here in Mobile, and I was there for the tearful ceremony. Cailee Knight. Her name has spread like wildfire over the past week. 9-year-old Cailee Knight's horrific death rocking our community. Police say Knight was sleeping on her couch in the middle of the night when she was shot. Today, family, friends, and strangers gathered to honor her life.
Oh, it makes us feel so wonderful. I mean, there's a feeling you just can't explain. You know, that you took our time of the day to come out and show your love, your sympathy at this time.
So we have people all throughout the city. I've been walking around talking to people that's not even from Tomaville, never been to Aaron Park. And they say, look, I'm just coming here to support the family. And I just want to be here to let people know that we're praying for them and we're here for the family.
We spoke to Cailee's grandmother, Shalisa Alfred. Cailee's dad at a loss for words right next to her.
She's an angel. Yeah. Grandma's angel, daddy baby. She's a sweet child. Wouldn't hurt her to fly.
Even though Cailee's life was cut so short, they're clinging tightly to the memories they do have.
My favorite memory of my granddaughter is when she found out her dad was having a kidney surgery and he needed a kidney repair, a kidney transplant. And she said, Granddaddy, I'll be glad when you get them kidneys out. She thought he was having kidneys instead of a kidney transplant. And, she was about 4 then.
She really meant the world to me. Like, that was my sweetheart. One of my favorite memories, I told her to make me a sandwich because she could ask me a lot of questions. And I let her make me a sandwich, it was actually good though.
People formed a circle, clutching one another's hands and reminiscing on Cailee's life.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
Purple balloons soared in the evening sky.
Purple and pink is our favorite color.
Meanwhile, Alfred is imploring the community to stop the violence.
Please stop the violence. You're hurting families out here. You're hurting your family. And at this time, you have truly hurt ours. So please, let Cailee just give y'all this message just to stop all this gun violence. Please.
And words just don't suffice. The family's asking the community to continue loving and praying for their family. And in the words of Cailee's grandmother, she says, just show up for us.
Hey, Sabrina Boo, thanks for joining. Yes, y'all, this was so hurtful. This was gang related. They were actually going over there for the 16-year-old that lived at that house that wasn't even there at the time. but that's why they went over there and shot up the house. But instead, this 9-year-old little girl, and it was other kids there. It wasn't just her. It was other kids there, and she was asleep on the couch. She was asleep on the couch, and they did a drive-by shooting. Now, I have other clips to this, and I definitely want you guys to stick around for the last clip because this happened in Mobile. And Mobile, they done had a lot of drive-bys. And so we're going to catch y'all up on some of the drive-bys on our last clip for this story. So I want y'all to stick around for that because it's disturbing. It's very disturbing. But again, this 9-year-old little girl, beautiful. Cailee was beautiful, beautiful little girl. And it's just so sad and unfortunate that some young guys and girls, as you guys saw in the first clip, in case you didn't see that first clip, which we started off the show, that was about Cailee. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this first clip that I played y'all.
22-year-old Ariel Curry and 19-year-old Tyrone Williams charged with felony murder. Both of them had something to say on their way to Metro.
So you weren't involved at all? You were in that car? I was. You were in the car? So who shot her? Who shot Cailee? I don't know. You don't know? Your eyes were closed? You didn't see who shot? You didn't see
Did you know the
who shot a gun?
No.
Do you have anything to say to the family of that little girl?
To her mother? To her I siblings? Well, no, I didn't do anything, so I don't have anything.
Let's talk about Karen Davis. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Tune in on Peachy Time. Peachy.
Did y'all hear the ignorance of this young lady? She didn't even have a heart to just apologize. She admitted being in the car, so you gone, little girl. In case you ain't know, while you sitting up there putting your head down, talking about, I was in the car. I was in the car, but I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. Half of you sound like you finna walk. You finna walk, all right. Walk right around your doggone cell. That's what you finna walk around. Because you finna go. And I don't think she understands what's about to happen to her. Just like a lot of these young people. They get into this trouble, and they think they finna go right on up out of here. Wait till y'all hear what the boy said. Okay? Wait till y'all hear what the boy said. And then there was one more person. We don't have any information on him. They just, got his name and everything. But we don't have no pictures of him or anything. But I want you guys to see what the guy has to say. So it was the girl and two guys, apparently, that was in the car. Okay? Apparently they was in the car. Allegedly. Allegedly they was in the car. Not apparently, allegedly. They was in the car. So they did say they are still looking for more people though. They said it was gang related and all of that. So let's get into this next clip. Rest in peace to Cailee. Rest in peace to Cailee. Cailee was only 9 years old, y'all. I got a son that's 9 years old. That was devastating to me. Devastating. Like, who in their right mind, besides people that's not in their right mind, that do not care, will go and just shoot up a house and you don't even know who in it? You don't even know if your ops is in there. You just shooting. And in this case, your ops wasn't even there. And now you, especially this young lady, she probably didn't pull the trigger. She probably had nothing to do with pulling this trigger. But she must didn't see Boys in the Hood, baby. Shout out to Boys in the Hood. She must not have seen Boys in the Hood when Trey got out the car. And she apparently was the driver, y'all. Apparently. Allegedly. She was the driver. Hey, Josette. She was the driver. So you really thought that you was gonna get away with it? Like, what was this conversation like, little lady, little mama? What was this conversation like? Like, you was driving down the street with him, or was y'all talking on the phone and you went and picked him up? Was this plotted? Did this take days for y'all to come up with? Or was you just driving in the car? And he said, go by this house. I'm finna light this shit up. And what did you say? Did you say, okay, I'll drive? What? Like, I need to know. What did you say, Miss Lady? Let's get into this next clip, y'all. I have a problem with this. I have a problem with this story. I have a problem when we have stories like this and we talk about weak-minded women. You know, you got the men to go over there and help the men talk to them, tell them what they need to do and stuff. I'm a lady. I'm a woman first, baby. So I'ma always talk to my ladies first, youth and all. Like, who raised her? Who did not give her the teaching that she needed to know her worth? To know to tell this dusty young man, you done lost your mind. I'm not finna take you nowhere. If anything, I'm finna save you and me. Now, if you want to jump out the car and run on over there and do what you got to do, you gonna do it. But you ain't finna go in mine. Not in my car. I'm not finna be looking over my shoulder everywhere I go. And not only that, I don't want to live with the fact that I had anything to do with a 9-year-old getting killed. No. Sabrina said, this generation don't care. We have to pray for them all. The devil got a hold of majority of them. Straight ignorance. Straight ignorance. Like, this made no sense to me. Hey, Carmen. This made no sense to me at all. Like, young lady, why would you go along with this? You are the driver. You are the driver. You could have saved this little girl's life. And you walk and talk and act like you did nothing. Heifer, how you would have got there if you wouldn't have took him? I'm just saying. Let's go ahead and get into this next clip. Drive-bys ain't nothing to play with. Drive-bys ain't nothing to play with. Here we go.
And right to breaking news, 2 people walked out of Mobile Police Headquarters tonight accused of taking part in the murder of 9-year-old Cailee Knight.
Yeah, that's Ariel Curry and Tyrone Williams, both charged with felony murder. Police telling Fox 10 News both of them were in the car that drove by Cailee's house, and one of them opened fire, killing little Cailee Knight while she slept.
It's a crime that just rocked the community. Thank you for being here. I'm Lenny Slagan.
I'm Byron Day. Let's get straight to Lacey Beasley, who's here in studio with more on these big arrests. Lacey?
Yeah, that's right, Lenny and Byron. Chief Paul Prine tells me the community played a big part in these arrests tonight. Little Cailee Knight shot and killed early Tuesday morning while she was sleeping on her couch. The entire community rocked by this senseless crime. Well, tonight, the chief says some justice has been served. 22-year-old Ariel Curry and 19-year-old Tyrone Williams charged with felony murder. Both of them had something to say on their way to Metro.
So you weren't involved at all? You were in that car?
I was.
You were in the car? So who shot her? Who shot Cailee?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your eyes were closed?
Did
you
you
didn't
know?
see who shot? You didn't see
Did you know the
who shot a
family?
gun?
Do you have anything to say to the family of that little girl?
To her mother? To her I siblings?
I didn't do anything, so I don't have anything.
Anything you want to say to the victim's family, to Cailee's family?
I'm sorry for y'all. I'm sorry for y'all loss, but the mama know. Her mama know I ain't do nothing wrong. Like they mama know I ain't do nothing wrong, so she should say that in court.
Now, the chief was emotional tonight announcing the arrest.
It won't be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated regardless if I'm the chief or not the chief. At the end of the day, these children are helpless. They depend on the police department They depend on every community leader. They depend on every preacher. They depend on mom, dad, granddaddy, aunts, uncles to protect them. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think a little bit of all of us have failed this baby. It won't be tolerated.
Now, the chief says a big break came in the case this morning when a Mobile County Sheriff's deputy pulled over this car at a gas station on Moffett. Prine says one of the suspects was in the car. And now the chief also says there may be more arrests coming. Curry and Williams are also accused of shooting into another home about an hour and a half before Cailee was killed. Reporting live in studio, Lacey B.
That's sad. That is so sad. It's a shame that those two are trying to cop out now. Oh no, I ain't had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me. They know. The family know it wasn't me. You was in the car. You didn't get out the car and call 911. You didn't say, drop me off at the police station. No, you did not. You didn't get out the car to try to save her or help her. You drove off right along with that little girl that they just saw, that we just saw on the news broadcast. Y'all drove off and left that girl for dead. That baby. Yeah, you didn't see that it was her. But you wasn't cautious either. You didn't try to make sure there wasn't nobody in that house. You didn't try to make sure that it was just your ops only in that house. I'm just telling it like it is. You are hurting other people who had nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Like, how can you be completely satisfied with the job that you have done and the person that you're looking for or was trying to kill is still walking? And sitting up there hoping, 9 times out of 10, hoping that the police don't get you before they get you. Y'all better make it make sense. Y'all better make it make sense. Because right now, it ain't making sense. 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2. Cailee had a whole life ahead of her. She didn't deserve this at all. Let's get into this next clip. They done went to court now. Here we go.
Shooting death of a 9-year-old girl pleaded not guilty this morning. Prosecutors say Tyrone Williams fired the shots during the drive-by shooting last Tuesday and that Ariel Curry was driving the vehicle. The role of that third defendant, Darius Lucky Jr., is unclear. Fox 10's Brendan Kirby is live at Government Plaza with the latest. Brendan, these defendants are due back in court Friday. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Chelsea. That's when Mobile County District Judge George Zogby set a hearing under Anaya's law. That's the relatively new law that gives judges wider discretion to detain certain defendants accused of violent crimes without bail pending trial. And that means that for now, all 3 of these defendants, Williams, Lucky, and Curry, will remain jailed without bail. The shooting took place at about 1 a.m. Last Tuesday. Police say that Cailee Knight was asleep on a couch in her home on Rhett Drive. Authorities have said that the shooter was targeting her 16-year-old brother, who wasn't even at home at the time. Defense attorney Willie Huntley, who represents Lucky, says that he's just gotten onto this case and doesn't have a lot of facts yet. Prosecutors are arguing that Lucky and the other 2 defendants are too dangerous to be released under any conditions.
I think, it depends on the circumstances and the situations. And some are in that situation, but I don't think my client is in that situation, particularly if he was not directly involved. And I think that's what the state's evidence is going to show, that he wasn't directly involved.
Later today, I'll be talking with Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood, and we hope to get a better idea of the role that prosecutors say Lucky played in this and whether there will be additional arrests. Reporting live from Government Plaza, Brett.
Well. What y'all think about this? Nothing. We don't think nothing. All we know is that they need to go to jail and they'll never get out. That's all we know. That's all we care about. We don't care about all that little extra stuff. Just keep them in jail, send them to prison, and let them stay there for the rest of their life. Because watching that clip, I don't think that girl understand what's about to happen to her. Like, it kind of looked like she had a smirk and everything. Like, I don't even like the way she was acting. I ain't got nothing to say. What you mean you ain't got nothing to say? What you mean? You that devilish? Your boy was the one that supposedly had done it. At least he had something to say. He apologized. You couldn't even say, I'm sorry for the loss of your child. That's why they always say, keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing. But people like us that do the right thing, we want you to talk, baby. We want you to talk. Because you just sat there and said you did nothing. Baby, you was the driver. How I know you ain't tell your homeboy or your baby daddy or your boyfriend, whoever it was, Tyrone. How I know you ain't tell Tyrone, watch out, back up. Bye. How we know that? How we know you didn't tell Tyrone, back up, Tyrone? Yeah, I'm driving, back up. It could have been you. People drive and shoot at the same time. They could do two things at once. You couldn't even doggone apologize. You couldn't even say, I am sorry for your loss. Carmen said maybe she wasn't scared, but she's going to be scared. Little gangster. Cute little thing. Little gangster. You too hard. You too hard to tell on who. Let them have been walking me out. Let them have been walking me out and all the cameras around. Who did it? Tyrone. Tyrone. I think his mama may have put apostrophe on the end. I don't know. You know how they do back in the day. I had nothing to do with this. I was the driver. Punish me. But whatever y'all need to know, I'm going to tell y'all. First of all, I wouldn't even put myself in no situation like this. Never have, never will. I don't plan on nothing like this happening to me. And I pray over my kids that nothing like this ever happens to them. On both sides. The victim and the suspects. Because at the end of the day, this young lady and this young man was young. Very young. They had their whole life ahead of them just as well. Baby, we got to speak something to these kids. All right, y'all. This is the last clip. This is the clip that I really wanted y'all to see. So thanks for sticking around so y'all can see this. Drive-bys in Mobile. Baby, they ain't playing no games. Here we go.
Continue to search for whoever is responsible for that drive-by shooting that claimed the life of a 9-year-old girl. Police say Cailee Knight was sleeping on her couch in her home on Rhett Drive just after midnight Tuesday when she was shot.
No, and unfortunately, it's not the first time an innocent child has been killed by a bullet not even meant for them in Mobile. Fox News' Brendan Kirby now joining us from the News Center.
And Brendan, this seems to be happening again and again.
Boy, it sure does, Lenise and Byron. The frustration level is off the charts, and public officials are at a loss on how to prevent this kind of indiscriminate violence. Cailee Knight is just the latest child victim of gun violence in the city of Mobile. Over the past few years, it's been alarmingly frequent. I've counted more than a half dozen shootings since 2021 involving young children suffering injury or death from gunfire. They all have one thing in common. None were the intended targets.
First of all, we need to get away from this cycle of senseless violence, this indiscriminate killing, because this event, and I hope it doesn't, but it may incite further violence and a cycle of violence and retaliation that goes on and on.
Recent examples include bullets fired in the Summer Place Apartments on Azalea Road in August struck a 6-year-old boy, paralyzing him. 4 people have been charged. 11-year-old LaQuentin Morissette suffered a fatal gunshot wound when people fired into his home at RV Taylor Plaza on Duval Street in May last year. 4 people have been charged with felony murder. In June 2022, a hail of bullets hit a car that turned onto Michael Donald Avenue, claiming the life of a 14-year-old named Sierra Jackson. Lamagnier Forrest faces a capital murder charge. A 15-year-old, Daniel Blackman, died from gunshots fired into his home on Cheshire Drive. Police arrested 6 people on murder charges. 2 children, ages 9 and 6, were inside a house on Clark Street in December 2021 when they got hit during a drive-by shooting. Police charged William LeBaron Trixie with assault, but prosecutors in October asked the judge to dismiss the case. Also in December 2021, a gunshot seriously injured a 9-year-old boy on Dobbs Street. A car rolled up next to a vehicle on Farnell Street in February 2021, and someone sprayed it with 14 shots. A 5-year-old boy inside the vehicle suffered severe injuries. Reginald Paul Pryor pleaded guilty in May to attempted murder and is serving a 20-year sentence. John Young, an outspoken Mobile police sergeant and member of Men United Against Violence in Mobile, says his group plans to step up its visibility with rallies and billboards.
So it starts at home. Fathers, get back into your homes. And we don't want perfect, man, because no one's perfect. But if you've done something wrong in your life, now's the time to redeem yourself and start leading again.
Rob Lasky, Mobile's executive director of public safety, says that he's working on a partnership with the Drug Education Council to reach at-risk kids.
We need to talk to those kids and talk to the kids at what age are they starting to pick up the guns? What age are they getting involved in gang violence? And then we can try to figure out what's drawing to this and how do we prevent this?
Before joining the city, Lasky had a 20-year FBI career. He says over that time, he's seen a disturbing trend of kids getting involved in gang activity and random violence at younger and younger ages. Reversing that will be a challenge. Reporting live from the News Center, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
That's too much. That's too many. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Innocent bystanders just getting hit. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he probably had, I don't know, allegedly, I don't know. But a lot of them that they showed was innocent bystanders. The community have to get involved. I'm sorry. It starts within the home. If it starts within the home, that means the community got to get involved too. I'm sorry. What if every single police officer decide to quit? What if they all decide to quit and say, you know what, I'm done. I have to save my family from this crime that's going on in the streets. I will go ahead. I will get my permit and everything. Well, they already got their permit. But they're going to go get their family, take them away somewhere, and we're going to all be left here with no police officers. Because let's remember, there are some good officers out there that is really trying to protect us. We're trying to get the crooked ones off the streets. But there are some good ones out there that is doing their job, that believe in what they was, what they do, the oath. They believe in their oath. And they are serious about it. So I'm telling y'all, the community got to get involved. No matter how afraid you are. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But we got to get involved in order to save us and our youth. Carmen said, as long as nobody say anything, it's going to keep on doing it. Exactly. Now, I'm not talking about the community got to go out there now. Hey, I do feel like we need to march for black on black crime. We do not need to just protest when police, the white officer police, kill us black youth or adults. We need to be protesting when a black person that killed another black person. Get them off the streets. Because apparently they don't value nobody's life. And if they don't value that person's life, baby, they sure ain't gonna value our life. Because we don't know nobody that walk around like that, just killing folks for the hell of it. We don't know people like that. No, nobody watch Peachy Time. I'm telling you. I am. Thank you. Carmen said exactly. You don't have to be out there in the streets risking yourself. But if you know something, say something. Say something. Not only are we saving the victims, but we also could be saving the killers too. The ones that watches Peachy Tea Time. And the first thing that comes to their mind is Trey from Boys in the Hood. Miss Peachy said, get out the car. Baby, when I tell you it's a good feeling that you get out the car, and then by the time you make it home, you turn on TV, and them folks on the news saying they caught, or saying they about to be caught because they ain't gonna stop. And you ain't got nothing to do with it. Baby, it's a good feeling, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a good feeling. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into Martin Luther King. MLK, baby. Martin Luther King. The King is in the building. King is in the building. Y'all, they tried to burn down the King's home. I have been there. Pooley have been there. I do believe my kids have been there. So many people have been to the home of Dr. Martin Luther King that they have here in Atlanta. Historic building. The whole neighborhood is historic just as well, I do believe. And there's so many different houses you could go in. They have the MLK building that you can go in and see. They have stuff outside the MLK. You could take pictures. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. And I encourage anybody that have not been to Atlanta. Carmen said, I've been there. Yes, if you have not been to Atlanta and you are coming to Atlanta or you plan on coming, please make sure that you go and visit the historic Martin Luther King home and his building. It's only right, baby. It's only right. It's only right, And when we went, each time we went, it was cold. Oh, it was freezing cold, baby. I got pictures and everything, baby. It was freezing cold. So, if you come in the wintertime, make sure that you bundle up. If you live here and have not been there, please go. Please go. It is so worth it. It is so worth it. So, let me go ahead and get down in the business and show y'all what this heifer done tried to do. I don't know what was wrong with her. They say she wasn't high. I know I hate to go straight to that. But they said she wasn't high. They said she wasn't drunk. They don't know what caused this young lady to do this besides mental health issues. Because if she wasn't drunk and she wasn't high, I'm definitely going to say it's mental health issues. Because I'm not going to go to jail for nobody for burning down MLK. That's what I ain't going to do. If you gonna burn down something that somebody that made you mad. And I'm not condoning it. But don't burn down something that has nothing to do with you at all. Nothing to do with you at all. Like, what was on your mind, lady? Young lady, may I add, because she looked very, very young. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Here we go.
2 retired members of New York's finest are credited with apprehending a woman they say...
Oh, let me add this. This is New York news. Okay? This is New York news. I didn't want to pull the Atlanta news. I pulled the New York news. So it made it to New York. But y'all finna see why it made it to New York. Here we go.
2 retired members of New York's finest are credited with apprehending a woman they say tried to burn down the birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr. in Atlanta.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
type of direction.
They say the suspect, identified as Lanisha Henderson, was pouring what is believed to be gasoline all over the front porch of that home. A tourist from Utah began recording when he heard her trying to force her way inside. He called for help. And that's when those two retired NYPD officers stepped in and held her until police arrived.
I looked around the side of the porch and heard splash, splash, and saw her dumping the can all over the porch. And I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then she came around the front and was dumping gas all over the porch too. So at this point, I was like, "This is important." Pull out my phone and started recording.
Because King's home is federal property, Henderson could face federal charges. As of now, she's charged with attempted arson in Georgia. And who knows what might have happened had she not been stopped in the act. And for that, the world has these two gentlemen to thank. Joining us now are the two retired NYPD officers who detained the suspect, Kenny Dotson and Axel Dotson, brothers,
yes.
Former NYPD officers. And you just flew in from Atlanta. Welcome.
Yeah, yes.
Axel, what happened? But take us through the beginning of this whole encounter.
Okay. We had just gone to see a couple other sites, and we were, pulling up to MLK's birth home. And as we're walking up, we noticed a gentleman, he's kind of tussling around with a woman, on the lawn. And so, we stopped to see what's going on, and, we smelled gasoline, and he tells us what's going on. We kind of caught like the very end tail of it.
Right.
And so, she starts walking away, and, she was all the way down the block, and we hopped in a car and went after her and chased her in the backyard, up a driveway, and got her out.
Hey, Kenny, you did this for a living for a long, long time, but a long time ago.
Yes.
So what was it like for you when you found yourself in this scenario?
Well, for me, to have my brother with me, it was funny. Just the day before, my father had asked me, "Do you miss the job?" Just the day before. And I said, I do miss that adrenaline rush, being out there from time to time and doing that. So when we was doing that, for me, really, as we was doing it, it was fun for me because I had my brother with me, and to go out there and to be, active like that again, it felt good. And we really didn't realize the significance of what we had done until after it was over, really not until this morning.
I mean, did you realize, Axel, where you were, what that building was, and or what had happened before you got there?
Well, I honestly, I wasn't sure. As my brother Kenny told me about, the church and everything else. And so, while we're there, it's just like, wow, it doesn't really hit you until afterwards. Like, this is like an iconic, like a site now, so. Yeah.
And she never said a word when you were.
I asked her why she was doing what she was doing, and she didn't really respond. And when we said we were from New York, one of the things is, what are you guys doing here?
Wait, she asked you that? So what do you make of this? I mean, Kenny, what do you obviously encountered a lot of people in the course of your job your time on the job.
Mm-hmm.
What leads someone to do this?
We didn't know. And we asked her that a few times. Are you okay? What made you do this? But she would not answer. She didn't say anything. And just from our training and being around and making calls before, we kind of knew that she was not intoxicated. We didn't feel she was high, but we knew that there was something that was wrong.
All right. They knew something that was wrong. It looked like they did most of the work. Okay. So this is why I wanted to show y'all the New York clip. Because number one, they was black. That too. We want to make sure we add that. But for the news, I'll say the news. Y'all, let's see what news it is. For the news, this is what they showed on the news. Okay? And maybe they showed the men. I don't know. But let's check it out to make sure. Here we go.
The National Park Service is now reviewing security at the birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. after this woman was caught on video appearing to try to burn it down. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live near the house on Auburn Avenue. Audrey, there are now more park rangers walking around the home this afternoon because of all of that.
In fact, I just saw a park ranger truck circle this block here. As you can see, visitors continuing to visit this historic home. And I just have to tell you, you can smell gasoline in the area. That's how much gas was poured on the grass and the front porch of this home. Witnesses say the woman was just seconds away from lighting this historic house on fire.
The nerve. How did she get up there?
Anyone who sees the video is immediately shocked.
Had we arrived today and it had been burnt down, oh my God.
A bystander started recording when he noticed a woman dousing the birth home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with gasoline. He stopped her before she could start the fire. The woman was quickly detained by 2 off-duty NYPD officers who just happened to be visiting the area. We spoke with a witness Thursday night.
She grabbed a lighter from the grass and started to come back up the stairs. So I stood at the stairs and said, "You can't do this," and blocked her.
Police charge 26-year-old Lanisha Henderson with arson and interference with government property. No word on a motive, but her father told us off camera that his daughter has been suffering from mental illness.
Something is wrong with your thinking, your mentality. Why would you want to destroy something so significant in history?
And I was horrified. Friday, I spoke with National Park Ranger Judy Forte. She has supervised the MLK birth home for years. She said her team is now evaluating different security measures.
Taking the opportunity to review our processes and improve upon those that we can.
And Henderson is set to go before a judge on Saturday. As for this property here, I'm told that firefighters were able to dilute all of the gasoline that was poured on the front porch and the front yard. So that's why it's safe for visitors to come back to this area. And we are live here along Auburn Avenue, Northeast Atlanta. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
Just a wild scene, Audrey. Thank you for that. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in that family home on January 15th back in 1929. Giving you more details now about the historic site. The MLK House was first listed on the National Register of Historic Places May 2nd, 1974. The historic district now consists of 35 acres in Northeast Atlanta, surrounding that home at 501 Auburn Avenue. And just blocks away are the King Center and Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Dr. King was a pastor until his death in 1960. Right now, tours are suspended. That house is going under renovations. It'll be that way through at least 2025.
$2025, y'all. That's a long time. That's a very, very long time for they get it back together. That means all of next year. But Judy Forte, you failed us. I'm sorry, y'all. But Judy Forte failed us. You got one job, ma'am. You just got one job. And you couldn't even do that. You could not fulfill your one job. Judy Forte, you failed all the black people around the world. Nah. Judy, you ain't failed us. You just didn't do your job that day. Look, Sabrina said one job. Sabrina, you feel me? You know, I want to be nice. But Judy only had one job, Sabrina. Sabrina? She only had one job that she had to fulfill. And she failed us all. Like, when did Judy... I need to know, when did Judy arrive to the house? I'm sorry. You know, thank God they didn't burn... She didn't burn it down. No one was hurt. So, I need to know. When did Judy arrive at the job site? Sabrina, was she on time? How late was she, Sabrina? I need to know. Carmen said, I don't understand how she was able to get that close. Exactly. You know, let me tell y'all, in case y'all don't know, they have designated times that you can go into this house. You just can't pull up and be like, okay, y'all, let's go on in here. No. They supposed to have designated times that you could go into this house. It has been time when me and my family have went. We done been more than once. That we have went and we could not go in the house because we got there too late. So I need to know. Somebody needs to let me know what time Judy Forte got there. Because Judy failed. Judy, you failed us. You failed us. I don't know what Judy Forte was over there doing. I don't know. I don't know. Because even if, hey, Mama Peach said, hey, everyone, Mama Peach is watching on Roku TV. Sabrina said, hey, Carolyn Murray, hi, Queen. But, baby, I'm sorry. I am so for Black people working, having a job. If they don't want to try the entrepreneurship. I am so for Black people having a job. I don't want to see not one Black person get fired, except for one. And thank God she did. I hate to say that, but she did me so wrong, y'all. She did me so wrong. But anyway, let me snap back out of it. I don't want to see nobody quit their job that's Black. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to see it. Even if you steal from the register. You should be on punishment. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to still have your job, but they finna teach you a lesson type mess. Okay, I'm trying to watch out on my language. But I'm for real. I am so serious. Like, I don't like to see us lose our jobs. But Judy Forte, I'm sorry, boo. You need to be gone. You need to be gone. Go find you another place where you can lack and be leaning on your job. Cause baby, the MLK, the whole little spread that they got down there. Oh baby, they need to have somebody there at all times. And the bad part about it is, I don't think they need to have nobody there for us. At least I didn't think so until this young lady did what she done did. I'm just saying for the other folks, the other kind that may want to come and set the whole thing on fire. I always make sure somebody is out there. It could be that last KKK member. It is not funny. But it could be that last KKK member that's like 80, 90 years old and told himself since he was a kid, or done told himself since he was not even a kid, but an adult, a young adult. Before I die, I'm taking down the MLK. The whole thing. I'm taking it down. So you should always make sure you got somebody down there at the MLK. This girl shouldn't even have the opportunity to step up there on the steps, baby. If wasn't nobody there to let a group in, she shouldn't even got on the steps. So somebody, yes, Sabrina, punishment. Punishment. Punishment, baby. I ain't playing. Put them on punishment. Don't fire us like that. Do not fire us like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Judy Forte, go ahead and let her go. She got to go. We don't even want her no more. She done been there too long. She ain't got a little relaxed. She probably was in one of the other houses asleep, eating lunch, anything. Something that she wasn't supposed to been doing. Judy, you supposed to be walking around with your lunch. Okay? You walk around and secure the premises. Dr. Martin Luther King. That's what you do. But you didn't do that. You got relaxed on this last day. So we gotta let you go. Sorry, Judy Forte, we gotta let you go. We gotta let you go. We was a little skeptical of your last name anyways. We was a little skeptical of your last name. Little Forte. We don't like that. We don't like that. But Carmen, I ain't lying. I ain't lying, Carmen. We don't like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sabrina said they said she had mental issues. She shouldn't have been by herself. I agree. Because I agree she had mental health issues. I agree. My issue for playing this video has nothing to do with this young lady. They caught her. She didn't even get down the street. They got her. She gone. My issue is Judy Forte. That's my issue. Judy, what you was doing, Judy? We need to know. What was you doing? Why did all this? They had time to do all of this before we could. Judy, we didn't even see you on camera, Judy. we didn't We ain't see Judy on camera. Sabrina, did you see Judy on camera? We ain't see Judy on camera. Where in the hell was Judy? Now, this area is very big. It's very big, you know. But you said designated people and designated parts of this whole little scenery. Because, like I said, it's not just one house. It's a lot of stuff. You know, all the way to the Ebenezer Church. We done been in the Ebenezer Church, too. One little match. Ebenezer Church is gone. It's gone. One little match. Baby, it's gone. You can't even blow it out. You can't even blow it out. Judy was too late. Bye, Judy. Bye, Judy. Sorry. We need designated people down there at the MLK that's willing to treat this house like it's their house. Like it's their own house. And they are securing the perimeter. That's how we ask. Security. And if you can't do that down at MLK, the last thing we got, you get the boot. You got to go. We will find somebody else. Next time, y'all, please do a thorough background check of whoever you bring into MLK. Please do. Because we don't want this to happen again and it get out of hand. Okay? I mean, she could have threw a match as soon as she saw their asses. She could have threw a match. Oh, I'm caught. Boom. You know, who talked this little girl into this? That's the question. Who told her that this was a bright idea to go down there and set Martin Luther King house on fire? What did Martin Luther King do to you? What did he do? Like, what was going on in your life at that time, at that moment, when you decided, I'm gonna go get some gas, put it in a gasoline can, and I'm finna set Martin Luther King house on fire? Y'all we don't even live in that area, okay? And I'm not talking about me and Pooh. Just black folks. It ain't a lot of black folks that live in that area where this historical scenery is. So for you to even catch the bus to get down there or catch a ride to get down there, because I know you ain't walked there, allegedly. I know you ain't walked there. So for you to even take the time to get down there in your car, in somebody else's car, whichever way you got there, you had time to think. I need to know what was going through your thoughts. What was going through your thoughts? What was you thinking at the time? Before you got there and started slanging that gasoline. And she didn't, she probably could have got away with it if she was just pouring it on the ground. No, she wouldn't have been able to get away with it. People is coming daily. They go out there daily to see this house. A big gas can. And throwing it up on the windows. Like, she was trying to make sure this house is gone. This house got to go. And ain't nothing happened to you in this house. Nothing. You ain't got no whooping in this house. You ain't get, I can't say the word, but y'all know the word is because you two be tripping. You ain't get the R word in this house. Allegedly. But I don't see how. But you just decided that you just finna burn down Martin Luther King as a black woman. as a black woman, you decided, oh, this house got to go. Mm-mm. Y'all need to leave her locked up, give her some type of rehab, some type of something that is going to help her. And if she's not helped and cured and has changed to a whole another woman, did a whole 360, don't bring that heifer back out on the streets. You don't know what people gonna do to her. Bullying and violence is not condoned on Peachy Time. But you don't know what folks gonna do to her for what she did to Martin Luther King. Not the cane. Not the cane. We don't play with the cane. Okay? Okay. Well, y'all, we are out of here. I enjoyed y'all tonight. I really did. But we gotta go. We gotta go. And I will be bringing back a dose of peach. A dose of peach. I was just testing the waters, trying to see if y'all like it, trying to see if y'all like the time, and y'all do. So I'm very, 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 very grateful for that. So a dose of peach will be brought back in 2024. January. Yes, January 2024. I'm going all in, y'all. I'm going all in. So I'm going to go ahead, get things together right now. So I'm still going to have my Tuesdays and Thursdays free unless something goes down like what happened today. And I had to go live. I had to go live. If y'all don't know, I had to go live earlier today because Cardi B announced that her and her husband is no longer together and has been apart for almost 2 months. But it all came out because Blueface, Krishan's baby daddy. I know some of y'all like, who is this girl talking about? Who is this Miss Peach talking about? I know y'all don't know. But just in case you do know, I'm finna fill you in. Blueface done went and got upset at Krishan and done told the world, done put it on Twitter, that Krishan slept with Offset. Now that threw us all out the water. He had a date, he had a time, everything. 4 a.m. in the morning, baby. That's what he said. Okay. And said it happened over at Cardi B and Offset house. I don't know. But I do know this. If Offset gonna go that low down in the barrel to get Krishan, baby, I don't know what to tell you. And that's all I got to say on that, baby. I see y'all in the comments really like, what? Oh, wow. Yes, girl. Y'all know I keep up with my celebrity gossip, baby. I just don't bring it to PGT time unless it's a crime or if it's something that's just really, 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 really trending. And that's what today was with Cardi B. She came on. She discussed it on live. She said she ain't bothered with it. She said she hoped that didn't happen. She don't believe that it happened, but she can care less at this point. You know, we just talked about that on Friday. When a woman is fed up, Cardi B's fed up at this point. If you watch the video, if you go and watch the video that I did this morning or this afternoon, you will see Cardi B is now fed up with Offset and she ain't even having it. She ain't even having it. I do believe that Cardi B is probably will go ahead and get the divorce this time. But I think she's gonna come out with an album. It's gonna come out right on time because of this whole little divorce thing. She gonna dog Offset out. She gonna tell y'all the truth about everything that goes on, and it's gonna go viral. And she's gonna have enough money again to last her for 5-6 years. That's how the game goes, baby. That's how the game goes. So y'all make sure y'all go check out that video on my page. You can check it out on YouTube just as well. Facebook, all that, baby, all that. And don't forget the flyers. I'm doing flyers now, y'all. I'm doing flyers, y'all, for all occasions. Okay, for all occasions. Birthdays, podcasts, parties, what else? Divorces, marriage, what else? Even if you decide, hey man, my bae cute and I want everybody on social media to see it, hit me up. I'll make you a flyer for that just as well. And the best thing about it is the flyers that I have created myself. And I'm so proud of it. All these flyers I create myself. But this particular flyer is called I'm Still Waiting for Justice. Okay? Still waiting for justice. Those flyers are now out. I will be presenting the very first one to everybody on Wednesday. On Wednesday, y'all. On Wednesday, I will show y'all the very first Still Waiting for Justice flyers where you can have your loved one on the picture of the flyer, and it can have the Crime Stoppers phone number, the date, or the person's name, your loved one's name. Make it look very, very nice. And you will see on Wednesday, because each mother that comes on, or each family member that comes on to tell their loved one's story for the month of December, they will be getting a free flyer to post on their social media pages. If they decide that they want to print it out, they can print it out, go hang it up on some buildings, poles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all yours. You can do whatever you want to do with it. And I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a big hit. It's gonna be a big hit. The flyers are going $20 and up. $20 and up. So hey, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. But that flyer right there is the one that I'm most proud of. I am so proud of that flyer because I know that flyer can do big things. I know it can. Y'all know I'm always for justice and bringing awareness. And that's basically what this flyer is. You know, Crime Stoppers may not give you everything that you need all the time. But guess what? They're going to always be lurking on mama page. They're going to always lurk on sister page to see what's going on, what you know. And every time they go on your page, they're going to see your baby flyer. They're going to see it. So make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday, where for the very first time we will have two mothers on the show. They are returning mothers, Loria Perez and Tiffany Owens. They will be back on the show. Yes, they will be talking about losing two children to gun violence. On Thursday, we will have Pamela Wooten. She will be as a returning guest just as well. And then on Friday, we have Kenyatta Cosby, and she is a returning mother just as well. So all of them, if the case is closed, if your case is closed, baby, we got a flyer for that too, baby. We got a flyer for that too. Yes, if your case is closed, reach out to me, because at the end of the day, the mothers that is out here and case has not been closed, they still need some type of hope. They still need some type of hope, prayer, belief, faith, all of it. So if a mother that has had their child case closed, if they could post that on their page, and other mothers will go out and see it. Sabrina, you feel what I'm saying, girl? She's like, yes, they can go out and they can see that flyer there. It will give them hope that, okay, I just got to keep going. I got to keep fighting. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina, I'm going to send you a couple of the flyers, girl, so that you can see what I came up with, girl, what I done cooked up, girl. And you let me know what your opinion is and what you think. Okay? But on Wednesday, you guys will see, actually, you will see a case, a close case. Well, I can't even get it out. Closed case flyer, and you will see a flyer of a mother still waiting for justice. Okay, so I will see y'all on Wednesday. I love you all so much. Thank you for all your support. You just don't know how much is needed. Thank you for each and every person, excuse me, that donates. Thank you to each and every person that donates, whether you donate through Cash App, you donate through Zelle, you donate through PayPal, or even if you donate through Stars. Even if you donate through Stars, I appreciate it all so much. But also, let's not forget, let's not forget, we will definitely be leaving January 6th is our first show. January 6th, if I no, January 3rd. January 3rd, let me make sure. Sabrina, I'm sorry. Sabrina, the first guest. And I'm like, okay, January 3rd. January 3rd is the first guest with Sabrina, who y'all see down there. She will be the first guest for 2024, baby. She gonna kick it off with her loved one story, her daughter, India Mackey. So she will be kicking it off for 2024. So with her show, excuse me, with her show, that will be the very, very last show that will be shown on Facebook, and also that will be shown on what other platform is it? Twitch. On Twitch. Okay. We will only be live on Roku TV and on YouTube. That's it. I'm trying to take this time to really, really study YouTube and everything. So I'm telling y'all now, we're gonna be ending it after Sabrina's story, which is the first story of 2024, baby. All right. I love y'all so much. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Carmen said, I looked her up. That was heartbreaking. Yes, yes. Sabrina, you see how we do over here, girl? Sabrina be doing the same thing, baby Carmen. Sabrina be on it. Every family that comes on, when she's watching, she goes in a little bit extra. If Sabrina's not watching, Sabrina is also on TikTok, on other platforms, sending me stories just as well. So I appreciate you for that, Sabrina. And yes, Carmen, anybody else that would like to go and look up the story before the show comes on, feel free to do so. We will be digging deep. We will be digging deep into this story. Sabrina has never told this story or her side of the story or India's side of the story. Um, Never. She's never been on a platform. This will be her very, very, very first time on a platform. So when I tell you, y'all don't want to miss it. Y'all do not want to miss the very first show, which will be on January 3rd. Okay? January 3rd, baby. And anybody out there that somebody that lost a loved one to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. We done have somebody on here on all cases, missing person cases, and suicide. We done had them all on here. Families representing these victims. Okay? So no, we don't discriminate when it comes to the police. Okay? And I also want to make sure I remind y'all after every single video that I do at the end, always remember Peachy Tea Time is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, baby. Yes, nonprofit. Donations are accepted by PayPal, Zelle at info@peeachyteatyme.com. Cash App is $ Peachy Tea Time. Thank you all so, so, so much in advance. All right? Because, baby, we trying to do big things over here. We ain't playing with y'all. We ain't for 2024. Baby, if y'all didn't think the other years was my year, 2024 is definitely going to be my year because I'm working hard. I'm working hard for these families. I'm working hard for my family. We just trying to make things happen over here. Why? So that we can make sure that these families' victims are able to keep their loved ones' names alive. Alive. That's what it's about. Keeping their name alive. Sabrina said, my little brother and cousin, March 2023 too, was gunned down to gun violence. If their moms are ready. Yes, if their moms are ready, please talk them into it if you can. Let them know about Peachy Tea Time. If you need them to reach out to me or for me to reach out to them, I could definitely do that just as well. But we are definitely looking for 2024 families to come on Peachy Tea Time. Take advantage of the platform, y'all. I mean, I can't say it no other way. Take advantage of this platform. I don't charge the families to come on. I don't rush the families off the show. This is your opportunity to talk to the police. This is your opportunity to talk to your family. This is your opportunity to talk to the killers. This is your opportunity to talk to anybody you want to talk to. Even your loved one, baby. Even your loved one. Okay? So, again, I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all. We are about to get out of here. And I'm going to end the show again playing the commercial for everybody that is coming back for this month. Returning guests for the month of December, because I want to make sure y'all tune in to support these families. Okay, there is one family that is not added on here, which is supposed to go on this Friday. Miss Kenyatta Cosby, she was on the show once before. I think it was earlier this year she was on the show. Her son was missing for 2 months, and then they found him in the river in Saginaw, Michigan. So she will be returning just as well on this Friday, okay? So here we go. I love y'all. Y'all already know where y'all can find me at. If you want to reach out to me, feel free to do so. You can email me, info@peeachyteatyme.com. If you're looking for a flyer, baby, quick turnaround time, hit me up. I got your flyers. I give you the details. If you're looking for commercials made, hit me up. I got that information too.
I need help from anybody out there that may be watching this to help bring Kiara home. You know, her family and friends miss her.
And I'm calling my baby. And he always answers for me.
But what about those who can't do that?
Exactly.
What about those parents? The questioning from the attorneys and the testimony from the detective.
Because over here at Peachy Tea Time, we're about bringing awareness.
So much stuff and bad things that I know God ain't gonna give me.
Locked up, and I was trying to see if y'all have her, and the sheriff answered the phone. One of the deputies.
If you've not seen it, been around it, dealt with it, you know, I mean, they have
great times.
And I feel like that was my biggest downfall is my heart.
Really want to do this show. So I'm trying to stay as strong as I can. You already know we do it every episode. You gotta listen to my babies. Here they go.
Peachy time.